Once upon a time, we were born. And in our birth, something came over, or someone came over, and gave us a gift. And they told us that this was a special gift. It was a gift that would last us throughout our whole lives. And maybe even more, or maybe it would last even longer than that. And this gift was a canvas in which we had the ability to draw our experiences throughout this life. And so after we received the gift, we went on through life and we started drawing onto the canvas. We started drawing the things that we were experiencing, the things that we were feeling, maybe a little bit about the people that we were meeting. And eventually, drawing on that canvas became such second nature that we forgot that we ever did it in the first place. And so we continued on through life, creating an image into this canvas that reflected where it is that we had walked through and where it is that we had been. And as we were doing this, without knowing it that we were doing this, we bumped into someone, and this person asked us, "Who are you?" And so very easily and very obviously to us, we immediately knew the answer. The answer was, "I am me." And so we continued on going through life. But eventually another person came over and they asked again, "Who are you?" And now we knew that maybe something was off about our first answer. That if someone came over again to ask us the exact same thing, then maybe it was because the first time we answered wasn't enough. And so this time, with a little bit of hesitation, we responded, "I am me." And we continued on. We forgot that the question put us at such a state of self-inquiry, such conflict with who it is that we were. And before we knew it, someone else came by and they asked again, "Who are you?" And now perplexed that again someone felt like they needed to ask this, that maybe our answer was not enough, not even the first time, but now the second time either. In the confusion and in the wonder, we looked around and we found the image that we had been drawing on the canvas all along. And at that moment, we became our experiences. The image of who we were became the expectations of our parents, became the dreams and the potential that our family saw in us. It became the words that our teachers said to us. It became the way our family responded when we brought a really close friend home. And it also became the response from them when that friendship was in turmoil. It became the questions that we had unanswered of ourselves, and the questions that the people that we cared for asked of who we were and who it is that we wanted to be. We became the expectations of our bosses. We became the title that they gave us and the paycheck that came with it. Along the way, we had also become our grades and our classes, how far we went along with schooling and how far along some of our peers went. We became the things that our significant other said of us when we weren't listening. And we became the way in which we responded to those words. We became the way other people looked at us on our best of days and on our worst ones. We became the words that we said and the ones that we held back on. And eventually, as time started to run out on our journey in this life, we remembered that there was not just one gift, there were two. That along with the canvas in which we could create whatever image we desired of our experiences, we also received an eraser. A tool that would allow us at any time to go through the canvas and clean it and change it and erase the parts that were no longer working for us. So we could be able to replace them with new ones that would align with us better. That whatever gave us the first gift knew that one day we might forget that we are the ones who decide what that image looks like. And so if that time were to come, then we would always have that second tool that would allow us to change and alter the perspective and the way in which we look at ourselves. That no matter what had happened before, no matter what was happening at the time, and no matter what was coming up in the future, we would always be able to define who it is that we want it to be. And if that did not work for us, we would always be able to go back and make some adjustments to it, make some changes, try different things. That our past decisions and our past experiences do not define who we are, who we are going to be, And it definitely does not define what we are to ourselves.